is just like a shot of pure happiness to my heart that I know that I need to. Have you ever loved something so much that it stresses you out? Yes, scream all the helpers and healers and social workers out there. I get it. I so get it. Today I'm talking about how to balance the passion and the burnout because they can come at us all at once. I have maintained this balance for over a decade in the field of social work. So today I'm sharing all those tricks on how I do it. Let's get into the video. Where does your passion for the field come from? For me, there's a few. I'm gonna list my top 3 here on the side so that you can see them. And why don't you place yours down below in the comments? What makes you passionate about the field of social work? So I'll start with my first one, which is learning. I love to learn about the mind and our behaviors and how do we react to certain things. So learning is something that makes me passionate about social work. This is why for me, professional development is a key to balancing passion and burnout. When I feel like I'm not being as effective with clients, we're hitting a few walls, I'm sure to find professional trainings, professional development that's going to fit in line with the clients that I'm working with. Removing myself even from my agency and going to a nice, lovely, bougie hotel or somewhere else where I can get myself out, get those blinders off, and get to learning again, I reignite that passion that I had for working with this type of client population. Another thing that makes me so passionate about the field of social work is the ability to help others. I know there's so many helpers and healers watching my channel right now, and bless your little hearts. Sometimes this work is like planting seeds and watching them grow. We don't get to see the outcomes of all of our work, and that's really hard to sit with as a social worker, as someone that wants to do their best to help others. What I do to combat this type of burnout is I am sure to do something where I can see my progress as it's happening. I'm the facilitator of a clothing closet in my district, and yes, it's hard to balance that along with my large and growing caseload. You can check out that video to see exactly how high that is. My point is, it's really hard to pull myself away from my caseload and get to that type of work. The hanging up clothes, organizing it, getting it cleaned up and ready for families. And it can seem kind of hectic, but honestly, I build this into my schedule about twice a month because this responsibility allows me to see my progress. I can go from boxes and boxes and boxes and bags of clothing donations, and then I can sort them all and they can be ready to go, organized, nice and clean, and then the faces of the clients that I have walking into the clothing closet at all the possibilities and options and choices that they have for free clothing for themselves and their children is just, that's what I'm working for. It's just like a shot of pure happiness to my heart that I know that I need to remain passionate in the field. So be sure that you are also implementing some of these little tasks. Finding something you can do where you can see visual progress is something that's really going to give you a boost of energy. Try it out. What really makes me passionate about social work, and I saved this one for the last, is being able to sit with someone when they are just going through the worst of their situations, when they feel like everyone else has left them. That's when I like to come in and really sit with someone and listen. But you know what takes me away from all of that is documentation, meetings, different collaborations, colleagues, staffings, other duties as assigned. There's just so much that can really cloud the role that I came into social work for, which is really being one-to-one with clients. And sometimes the burnout kind of comes over me because I realize that I haven't gotten into session one-on-one with a client in too long. In schools, it's quite difficult to have a 45-minute or 1-hour session with a client. We really work around a student's schedule, and students can come in as needed. So what I have to do to ignite the passion throughout my week sometimes is be sure that I really schedule in time to either hold group sessions or one-to-one individual sessions with clients and remind myself why I went into the field of school social work. Because believe me, the politics gets involved, all of the meetings, everything else can just cloud it really quickly. So as you're watching this video, you might think, oh, that can really be helpful. That's not really, doesn't apply to me. And that is because Balancing passion and burnout is an act of self-care. And self-care plans are best when they're individualized, when they're fit to tailor us and who we are. You may know where I'm going with this, and that's just to say that your balance between passion and burnout is going to look a little different from mine. Very soon on my channel, I'm going to be sharing a video where we're going to do a self-care challenge to help you find your personal self-care plan. We're going to prioritize our stressors and find the self-care strategies that are going to match and counteract those stressors to keep you shiny in the field of social work. You don't want to miss that video, so please be sure that you're subscribed for sure. Hit the subscribe button now. You can tap that little logo in the corner, and be sure that you hit notifications as well. That little bell is going to trigger every Friday when a new video posts, so you don't want to miss any of those. Thanks so much for watching today. Until next time, I'm wishing you social work success.